Yo, what's going on, people? This is Shok. A little late on this, but spending time with my girlfriend, and she was using my computer a lot for her Sims. She loves playing Sims and all that crap. Yeah, she's a casual. It hurts. It hurts right here. But just doing this video. Planning to make this real quick. I do have my Switch, as you guys can see. Been playing some Breath of the Wild. That is the only game I have so far. I do plan on getting Fast Racing RMX. If you guys want to give me your friend code. It's a shame I have to say that, I'll put mine down in the description and we'll play some of that if you guys want to play that as well. But I think that's the only online game I'm going to buy here at launch. The next one I'll probably buy, it won't be until next month when Mario Kart comes out, unless there's some cool indie game or something that comes out that I want to play. But didn't even bother with the unboxing because, we saw plenty of unboxings, a week before the system even came out from all these websites and stuff. So not going to waste your guys' time with that. But I am going to give my impressions on the system itself just real quick and briefly here. The system, very sleek, very light. It's a lot lighter than I expected it to be. The Joy-Cons, they take some getting used to. They really do. At first I didn't like it, but then once I started playing some Breath of the Wild, I kind of got I guess you could say the muscle memory down, just kind of the spacing of the face buttons and the control stick. Some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. Just kind of had to get adjusted to that a little bit because they are a little small. And maybe they're not small, maybe it's just my hands, but let me take one of them off here just to show you guys. For those of you who may not have seen a Switch in person yet or something. These things are like relatively freaking small. Like they're pretty small. Or maybe it's just my big hands. I don't know. But size comparison to my face, they're pretty small little controllers. So being someone with, I don't think I have like extremely large hands or anything, but bigger than above average. They take some getting used to. And it is a little crampy a little bit when you're playing in handheld mode. But when you put it on the grips, really I have no problems with it. It feels fine. I know it kind of looks silly when you put it, on the grip and it's in this mode, but honestly, it feels fine. It really does. The face buttons themselves, the buttons are nice and clicky. I do like that. The sticks aren't the best. The joysticks, the best way I can explain them is that the thing they're closest to is the Vitas. But not as crappy. Like the Vita sticks, if the Vita sticks were better. That's the best way I could describe the Switch sticks. Clickable, of course. Like I said, just really sleek form factor and design. Actually the cool thing about it is I've already used, the huge advantage of the Switch. Me and my girlfriend just left to do some laundry, and I took the Switch with me, and I was able to just stick it in my pocket. And while we're waiting there for our clothes to, wash and dry, I just took out my Switch, started playing Breath of the Wild. Everything finished, just put the Switch on sleep mode, went back to the house, docked it, good to go. So I'm already kind of using this system, and it felt awesome. It felt great to just be able to, take my game on the go with me. Because before we went, she was like, "Come on, babe, let's go wash some clothes." And I was like, "No, I'm playing Breath of the Wild. I don't want to go." And I was like, "Wait a minute, I forgot this is a Switch." So this is the reason why I thought the system was cool from the get go, from the reveal trailer. You guys go back and watch that video. This is the main thing for me, right? It's just being able to play my games anytime, anywhere, especially, considering I go to tournaments and stuff like that. It's going to be great. Like I told you guys last week, tomorrow I'm going to be going down to College Station, Texas for a Project M regional tournament. And that's going to be really cool because guess what? Everyone's going to have their Switches there. And we're all going to be able to play some, multiplayer games and stuff. We're all going to be able to huddle around with our Switches, and it's going to be dope. And you can't do that with any other home console. So that's just really cool. Shoulder buttons. The shoulder buttons are okay. They're okay, I'll say that. Not bad, not good. They're okay. They're pretty much what you can expect for a handheld system. I definitely need to go ahead and invest in a Pro controller. And also the battery life on the Joy-Con seemed really good. I mean, I played Breath of the Wild for maybe like 3 hours, and the battery level didn't drop a single tick yet. So battery life seems to be pretty good on the Joy-Cons. Now, regarding the firmware and software, for everybody who gave me crap on that, let's be honest, the Switch is rushed video, I want you to apologize to me right now. Okay, guys, let's be honest here. I'm not trying to, turn this into negativity or anything, but let's be honest here. For those of you who are telling me, it's not rushed, you're tripping. Now that you have the system and you see this operating system and all this stuff and these features, or rather lack thereof, you gotta admit this system is rushed. Between the friend codes, the lack of an activity log and all that, and then having the system itself, it's rushed. You turn on the system, There's a square for the game that you have in, and any square for any games you download. And then there's news, which is just news and sense of the system. There's the eShop, and then the rest is like settings, controller, and like sleep mode. And that's literally like the full extent of what the Switch has to offer right now. Outside of screenshots, the screenshot functionality is there, but that's literally it. Other than that, this is almost like a retro console where all you do is put in a game and you play. Which, yes, is the core, appeal of a system and whatnot. But it's 2017. Consoles have evolved. A lot of people still misunderstand when I bring up the importance of features. They think I'm asking for those things because of me. No, once again, I have to always repeat myself. It's not about me personally, guys. It's not. You guys gotta look, like I always say, at the bigger picture. You guys will say, Netflix and all that stuff doesn't matter. It really does. These things do matter. Achievements do matter. Some people would buy a Switch who otherwise aren't if it had an achievement system, right? I know tons of people who would have bought a Wii U if it had an achievement system. I know that sounds ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous to me, but some people are that serious about their achievements, you know what I'm saying? And another thing you guys gotta realize is that everyone here watching this video, we're the minority. We may not care about that stuff. We may not see those things as essentials or important or whatever, but the majority of a console's user base is going to be casuals. And when casuals are buying a new electronic device, they are looking into these things. They are checking to see if these devices can do these things. They want to make sure it has Netflix on it. They want to make sure they can, talk and add their friends on it. All that good stuff, right? Matter of fact, the PS3 was the #1 Netflix machine, and that was a gaming console. Look it up. The PS3 was the #1 platform for Netflix, even over PCs, even over smart TVs, people. That's insane. So keeping that in mind, don't say that that type of stuff doesn't matter, because people definitely do look into those features when it comes to buying a new system. So the more features a system has, the more, casual, broader audience appeal that it'll have, the more sales. The more sales, the more money Nintendo makes. The more sales, the more encouraged third-party developers will be to make games on the system. The more third-party games, again, the more money Nintendo makes. The more money Nintendo makes, the more employees they get to hire. We get to get games faster. We get to get more games. They increase their team sizes. You see what I'm saying? Gotta think about the bigger picture, guys. I don't care about Netflix and all that stuff, but the majority of people who are going to end up buying this system do. And let's be honest here. So some of us, who will sit here and say, "Oh, we don't care about Netflix," we've used it from time to time on our systems. We have. So we understand the convenience. So I don't understand why we're making this argument that stuff doesn't matter. But yeah. Anyways, I kind of got off topic. I'm sorry. The OS and stuff, very bare bones. Of course, more is going to be added. That's not up for debate. Nintendo's already said it themselves. It's just pretty much like, if you're going to turn on the Switch right now, it's going to only be games, and all you can do is straight play games. There's really, nothing else to do on it right now. But it's whatever. Also, shout outs to my sponsor, Trey from FX Game Exchange in Plano. He's the one who hooked me up with the Switch console. The guy is the nicest dude I know. Shouts to him. I love that guy. I can't thank him enough. He does a lot for me. He's my sponsor through Project M, because you guys know I play Project M competitively and whatnot. And he's done a lot for me. He's the one who hooked me up with the Switch, as well as the copy for Breath of the Wild. So shouts to him. And if you guys are ever in the Texas area, make sure you guys try to hit up FX Game Exchange, because they have some sweet deals that you're not going to find anywhere else. They have some deals that are better than Best Buy's Gamers Club. And Gamers Club is pretty damn good. But make sure to check them out. Just shout out to my sponsor real quick. But yeah, just back to kind of the Switch itself, kind of just the hardware side of things. The system is about the same size I expected. The dock is, but like kind of like the dock and stuff, just overall, it's just a lot smaller than it actually already looked like, online and stuff like that. It's just a very small, unintrusive system, you'll barely notice it. Just sitting next to your TV, in the dock. The only really way you notice it is if you have the Joy-Cons off and you're like holding it, whatever. But it's, it's just a very sleek, just form-fitting design. It's just, just a natural fit next to your, black television, stuff like that. I didn't buy any accessories, so I can't give you guys impressions on the Pro Controller and stuff like that. I don't have the money for all that right now. But as soon as I do get those things, I will have impressions up on that, guys. Some Breath of the Wild impressions. First off, the Switch cases, if you guys haven't seen yet, are super small. Like, my hand is taller than the case. Super small cases. Love the box art, though. I do like the switch to red because I kind of didn't like how Nintendo and Sony were kind of doing the blue thing. It's like one of you guys has to switch off this color, right? So Nintendo just went ahead and adopted red. I like that because now it would stand out. Now every company has their own color. Microsoft has green, Sony blue, Nintendo red. The game cartridges, it's not in here, but as you can see in the holder, very freaking small. Like you could lose these easily. So make sure you get a holding case, or you just make sure you put them back in their cases, because you will lose these if they sit out. Like definitely, if you don't ever move them. If nobody enters your room, these cases are so small, they will end up lost. Just magically, like they are hella small. But yeah, Breath of the Wild, great game. Great game. I know how a lot of people feel whenever a Nintendo game gets such highly acclaimed reviews. Guys, coming from a very level-headed, balanced individual, I can tell you those reviews are not bullshit. They are not made out of just the series name, and all that, the series status. This game deserves the review scores it's gotten. It's incredible, and it's probably the most open-ended and dynamic open-world game I've ever played. As far as at least fantasy worlds goes, GTA is pretty up there. It's pretty good. But as far as like fantasy, RPG, open world, stuff like that, it's freaking amazing. You could pretty much decide your pace of the game completely. You could do what you want to do. The game doesn't hold your hand. Once you get past the tutorial, which could last like just an hour, the game just says beat Ganon. And you just get put into this huge open world. And that's it, just beat Ganon. You can do whatever you want to do, how much you want to do it before you get to him, but just beat Ganon. That's all the game tells you, and it just stops holding your hand. So good, so freaking amazing. Sorry about not live streaming last night. I kind of got home later than I wanted to. I got home at like 2 a.m. or something like that. I don't know. But I was just hella tired, guys, and I couldn't stream. But I figured you guys wouldn't hold that against me too much because a lot of you were either playing your Switches or you're already watching somebody who is, about to stream the same game I was about to stream. But I will be live streaming soon. I'm going to try to live stream sometime today, maybe after this video. I don't know. It's all up to my girlfriend. Not that she makes decisions, whatever. Sometimes I just hate disappointing her and, doing the thing of ignoring her for a video game. But like, this is Breath of the Wild, man. And it's on a brand new system. I kind of want to do it. I might have to tell her she's just going to have to fuck off. I don't know. I might get slapped for it, but nah. She's not like that, though. She's not like that. But I'll try to stream as soon as possible. And that's why I always say it's important that you guys follow me on Twitter and add me on Facebook. That way you guys won't miss a stream. And also go to my Twitch. All these links are down below in the description. Go to my Twitch and follow. That way you guys will get an email notification whenever I go live on there. And you guys won't have to worry about missing it. That way I don't have to always like upload a video saying, hey guys, I'm going to be streaming, at this time, yada, yada. But so far, kind of like I've been saying this whole time, the system itself, and I've been saying this from the beginning, the system itself is great. The only problems is like some of the decisions Nintendo makes, around it regarding, the online and, software related features, stuff like that. But actual hardware, it's great. It's perfect. It really is. Well, I won't say perfect, but I mean, it works well. It's a well built system. The screen looks great. I did get the chance to play Breath of the Wild in handheld mode when I went to the laundromat, whatever. Looks awesome. Ran actually slightly smoother than it was running in dock mode, so I can't confirm that that's actually true. And that's really the only complaint I have about this game right now, is every now and then it does have some frame rate drops, and most of them are small, and then some of them it will go down to like 20 frames for maybe 2 seconds. And I know you guys may not, you guys like hearing that, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it happens every now and then. It's a noticeable thing, and it is certain areas. So if you know the areas where this will happen, you can just kind of avoid them or whatever. But of course, when you're in an open world game, you're always going to go into new areas. You don't know how the game's going to perform, whatever. But it never gets to the point where like it's hurting your eyes or it's unplayable, stuff like that. And the frame rate drops, like I said, they're pretty brief. So not a deal breaker at all. But that's really the only gripe I have about this game. Voice acting is good so far. Voice acting in Zelda, we finally got it. The art style is pretty beautiful. Some low-res textures, in a lot of places, but due to the game's, art style, just the stylistic nature of the game, it doesn't really look as jarring, as it would if it was like a realistic game with a low-res textures. I'm sorry, I can't speak. But yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying the game, guys. I'm about to play some more and also download some Fast Racing RMX. Once again, I'm going to be putting my friend code, god damn it, down below in the description. But so far, enjoying the Switch. Only problem is, I know once I finish Breath of the Wild, I'm going to be kind of sitting here just twiddling my thumbs until like Mario Kart comes out, which I don't feel foolish buying at all because I actually didn't buy Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, so it's actually perfect for me that it's getting a port over to the Switch. So it'll be pretty much like buying it for the first time for myself. But that's it. That's it for this video, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about your Switch. If you guys have one, if you guys don't have one, let me know why you don't have one. Not that I'm confused. I understand completely, but just let me know how you guys are enjoying it if you have it. Let me know when you plan on buying it if you do and whatnot, stuff like that. Let's have some nice discussion down below. Let's try not to be idiots. Let's try not to be fanboys. Just have good general gaming discussion. Whether regardless of your gaming preference, the companies you align with or whatever, it's always just cool and interesting to just have new hardware launching in general. So let's just discuss this a little bit. But that's it this video, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later.